Do you ever finish a meal and suddenly feel like you've swallowed a balloon? That uncomfortable, tight, and gassy feeling in your stomach? If you're tired of dealing with bloating after you eat, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to share 5 simple yet powerful tweaks you can make to your daily routine to fix that post-meal bloat for good. This is for you if you've tried everything from cutting out foods to drinking weird teas and still can't find relief. And it doesn't matter if this is a new problem for you or something you've been battling for years. If you're just starting to notice bloating, these tips will give you the foundational habits to prevent it from becoming a chronic issue. And for those of you who feel like you've been bloated forever, chances are you're missing 1 or 2 of these key steps that could finally bring you the comfort you've been looking for. So whether you're a beginner on this wellness journey or you feel like a seasoned veteran in the war against bloating, I'll make sure you learn the fundamental strategies to reclaim your digestive peace. I'm making this video because I'm tired of seeing so much complicated and often conflicting advice out there about gut health. So much of it comes from people promoting expensive supplements or extreme diets, without addressing the simple foundational habits that make the biggest difference. I know you might think you need to spend a lot of money on special foods or tests to solve your bloating, but in reality, the most important thing is understanding how your body works and applying the right strategies consistently. You do not need a restrictive diet or a cabinet full of pills to feel good after you eat. The information I'm about to share is the same practical advice that has helped so many people to finally understand their bodies and find lasting relief from bloating. Honestly, this is the kind of information people pay for in consultations, but I'm giving it to you for free today because I genuinely want you to get results and feel your best. So, let's dive into the 5 simple tweaks to fix gut bloating after meals. Think of this like learning to cook a new dish. First, we need to understand the ingredients, what's actually causing the bloat. Then, we'll look at the tools we have to fix it. Finally, we'll put it all together and walk through the process so you can see the final bloat-free result. First, let's talk about the why. Bloating is essentially a buildup of gas in your gastrointestinal tract. This can happen for a few reasons. One is swallowing too much air, which can happen when we eat too fast or drink carbonated beverages. Another major cause is the fermentation of undigested food by gut bacteria. Certain foods, especially those high in specific types of fiber, sugars, or starches, can be harder for our bodies to break down. When these undigested particles reach our large intestine, the bacteria there have a feast, and the byproduct of that feast is gas, which leads to bloating, pressure, and discomfort. It's a sign that our digestive system is struggling to keep up. Now for our first tweak, and it's so simple you might overlook it. Chew your food thoroughly. Digestion doesn't start in your stomach, it starts in your mouth. Your saliva contains enzymes, like amylase, that begin breaking down carbohydrates right away. When you rush through a meal and swallow large, unchewed pieces of food, you're essentially forcing your stomach to do extra work. This undigested food then moves into your intestines, providing prime fuel for those gas-producing bacteria. The simple act of chewing each bite until it's almost liquid can dramatically reduce the digestive load on your system. So, for your next meal, I challenge you to put your fork down between bites and focus on chewing. Count to 20 or 30 chews per bite. It might feel strange at first, but your gut will thank you. Tweak number 2 is all about what you drink, and more importantly, when you drink it. Avoid chugging large amounts of liquid with your meals. While staying hydrated is crucial for overall health and digestion, drinking too much water, juice, or soda right before or during your meal can dilute your stomach acid. Your stomach acid, or hydrochloric acid, is essential for breaking down proteins and sterilizing your food. When it's diluted, it becomes less effective. This means food sits in your stomach for longer and enters the intestines less digested, once again leading to fermentation and gas. Instead of gulping down a huge glass of water with your food, try sipping water slowly throughout the meal if you need to. A better strategy is to hydrate well between meals. Aim to drink most of your water at least 30 minutes before or 60 minutes after you eat. This ensures your stomach acid is potent and ready to do its job when it's time to digest. Our third tweak involves a powerful kitchen spice, ginger. Ginger isn't just for flavoring your food, it's a potent digestive aid known as a prokinetic. That's a fancy term for something that helps stimulate stomach emptying and move food through your digestive tract more efficiently. When food moves along at a healthy pace, there's less time for it to sit around and ferment. One of the easiest ways to incorporate this is by sipping on a warm cup of ginger tea about 15 to 20 minutes before your meal. You can buy ginger tea bags or, even better, make your own by steeping a few slices of fresh ginger root in hot water. A little squeeze of lemon can be a nice addition too. This simple pre-meal ritual acts like a gentle nudge for your digestive system, preparing it to handle the incoming food effectively. Tweak number 4 is to take a short, gentle walk after your meal. I'm not talking about a high-intensity workout, which can actually divert blood away from your digestive system. I mean a slow 10 to 15-minute stroll. After you eat, your body is working hard on digestion. Sitting or lying down immediately can slow this process and contribute to feelings of sluggishness and bloating. A light walk, on the other hand, uses gravity to your advantage, encourages peristalsis, the wave-like muscle contractions that move food through your intestines, and can help release any trapped gas. It's a simple, enjoyable way to support your body's natural digestive rhythm. So, instead of heading straight for the couch after dinner, try a leisurely walk around the block. Finally, our 5th tweak is to become mindful of FODMAPs, but without the overwhelm. FODMAP stands for fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. These are specific types of short-chain carbohydrates that can be poorly absorbed in the small intestine, leading to gas, bloating, and pain for some people. Common high FODMAP foods include things like onions, garlic, beans, wheat, certain fruits like apples and mangoes, and some dairy products. Now, I'm not telling you to cut all of these foods out forever. That's not sustainable. The key is to pay attention. Keep a simple food and symptom journal for a week. Note what you eat and how you feel an hour or two later. You might start to notice a pattern. Maybe you only feel bloated after a meal with a lot of onions, or after having a large milkshake. Identifying your personal trigger foods is a game changer. Once you know what they are, you can choose to reduce your portion size or avoid them when you know you need to feel your best. It's about mindful eating, not extreme restriction. So let's recap the process. We started by understanding that bloating is often caused by undigested food fermenting in our gut. Our first fix is mechanical. Chew your food properly to start digestion in the mouth. Second, we protect our stomach acid by not diluting it with large amounts of liquid during meals. Third, we give our system a boost with a prokinetic, like ginger tea, before we eat to keep things moving. Fourth, we support the process after the meal with a gentle walk to aid motility. And fifth, we become detectives by paying attention to high FODMAP foods to identify our personal triggers. Let's put it all together with an example. Imagine you're about to have a dinner of chicken, broccoli, and brown rice. About 20 minutes before you eat, you brew a warm cup of fresh ginger tea. When you sit down to eat, you have only a small glass of water, which you sip slowly. You make a conscious effort to chew each bite of chicken, broccoli, and rice until it's well broken down. After you finish your delicious meal, instead of immediately turning on the TV, you and your family go for a 15-minute walk around the neighborhood. By applying these simple steps, you've created the perfect environment for smooth, comfortable digestion. You've given your body all the support it needs, and you can relax knowing you've drastically reduced your chances of that uncomfortable post-meal bloat. This is how you take control. I truly hope these 5 tweaks help you find relief and feel more comfortable in your own body. Implementing even 1 or 2 of them can make a significant difference. Remember, creating healthy habits is a journey, so be patient and kind to yourself as you make these changes. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more practical tips for better health and wellness, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach more people who might need this information. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.